Hello and welcome. This is Health and Longevity with me, Dr. Wende, a platform that will look at diseases that are mainly affecting Africans, how we can prevent them, how we can treat them, and how we can manage them. Today, with every minute that passes by, a child is dying of malaria. And 90% of these deaths, they're coming from Africa. In Zimbabwe, malaria is the third leading cause of illness after HIV and TB. And more than 50% of people who live in Zimbabwe, they're at risk of contracting malaria. But of course, there are certain groups which are more vulnerable than the others. That is, children who are under 5 years of age, people who are living with HIV, and also pregnant women. And generally, malaria spreads more during the rain season. That is, from November to around April. But what really causes malaria? We know it's caused by a bug that's called Plasmodium parasite, which is transferred by a mosquito. A certain type of mosquito, which is a silent one, and the female mosquito, we call it Anopheles mosquito. And it can also be transferred from a pregnant woman to an unborn child. But the good news about malaria is that we can easily prevent it and we can also treat it. In fact, we can cure it as well. It's very easy. And I'm going to group it into 3 main ways that we can prevent malaria. It's very possible to have a malaria-free Zimbabwe. It's very possible to have a malaria-free Africa. And here's how, the 3 main groups. The first one is environmental prevention. Here, we need to make sure that we always keep our grass short. And the second one is, we need to always make sure that in our surroundings, all water collecting bodies, they are maintained dry, including flower pots. And it's common to us that we collect water from the rooftops during the rain season. It's okay, it's for our convenience. But what's important is that we always cover these containers so that we destroy all areas that have the capacity for mosquito breeding. Now, the next way is self-protection. The first and very important way is to always sleep under mosquito nets, treated ones. We can buy them, but also our mothers, they're given these mosquito nets when they visit the hospital for the first time when they are pregnant. That is the antenatal care clinics. They're also given when their child receives the first measles vaccination. These nets, they are not to be abused. They are there for our own protection, and therefore we must not misuse them. Another way is to make sure that we use mosquito repellents. Some they use lotions, some they use mosquito coils, some they use sprays. And for our mothers, our pregnant mothers who live in high-risk areas, especially the northern and eastern borders of Zimbabwe, we give them medication when they are pregnant. And this medication helps them to prevent against malaria. Now, the last way is to make sure that when you have symptoms that suggest of malaria or you suspect malaria, you must rush to hospital as soon as possible, even to village health workers or clinics. What are the symptoms? It could be headache, general body weakness, joint weakness, and also feeling like vomiting or even vomiting. When you get these symptoms, let us not delay to visit hospital and you get tested and treated for malaria. Remember, treatment and testing for malaria is absolutely free. So why not go for it? But what's also very important is to make sure that we finish the course. Because once we don't finish the course, after all, it's just 3 days. Once you don't finish it, restarting is very difficult and therefore it will lead to death. Thank you very much for watching. Until then, next time, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like our Facebook page, Dr. Wende. Goodbye.